was a determining factor for us to get the victory last night against Syracuse. So proud of how tough we are and resilient, and to be able to do it on senior night and to give Brady and Ryan and Leaky those unbelievable happy memories of their last time playing on the Smith Center floor.
This game was close the entire time. Neither team led by more than 9, and that was Syracuse early and then Carolina in overtime. So it was pretty tight the whole way, and that came right down to the end, Coach. Could you take us through just the last couple sequences? Syracuse had the ball up 1. You guys forced a turnover and a huge play defensively on an inbound for them. You get the ball, eventually scored, then they scored to tie it back up. Can you take us through kind of what's going on the sideline during all of those different things?
Well, yeah, Syracuse had the ball up by 1, out of bounds underneath. I think it was only 4 seconds.
Correct, on the shot clock.
On the shot clock, so we were aware of that. Out of bounds underneath for them. It doesn't matter where Buddy Boeheim is, the play is for him. So it could be taking the ball out of bounds. They can have him in section 403. The play is for him. And so we had our best defender, Leaky Black, on him, and Leaky did a really good job of pressuring him, so much so that the inbounder really forced a difficult pass, and we were able to create a turnover there. On the offensive end, one of the things that we talked about in the huddle after we called timeout and we crossed half court was we needed to take the best available shot whenever it was available. Against Syracuse's 2-3 zone, if you're trying to get a shot up against the shot clock or the game clock, it's just very difficult to get a clean look. And so one of the things that we talked about in the huddle is that if we find a good shot early, we've got to take our first good look. And we passed the ball around the perimeter. We wanted to get the ball into the middle. We felt like Brady is not only can be able to score from that area, but he's such a great passer. And so that's where we wanted to get the ball. But they tried to take it away, and it just left Caleb open just for a little bit. One of the things that I love about Caleb, and this is rare, irregardless of what's happened throughout the game or the last play, he has a confidence about himself and a willingness to shoot that shot. Not only, obviously, he made the shot, but very few people are willing to take that shot. Mm-hmm. And very, very few people are willing to take that shot having the lack of success shooting the ball prior to that. I thought I saw a stat. He was like,
yeah. So in the first 37 minutes and 30 seconds of the game, Caleb was 2 for 14 from the field, 1 of 8 from 3, and had 7 points. In the final 2.5 minutes of regulation and then in overtime, he was 4 for 5 from the field, 3 of 4 from 3, perfect at the free throw line, and had 14 points.
That is Caleb. Like he has the willingness and the confidence to step up, and it just hasn't been that game. He was struggling at Clemson, and he hit a big 3 to put us up, and then he made the assist to Brady for the win. He struggled at Louisville. We went in overtime, first possession, he steps out and knocks down the 3, and he sealed the win going to the free throw line and making free throws. That's just who he is, and so it wasn't a surprise that he took the shot, and it wasn't a surprise to me that he made the shot. And you have to have players on the team to be able to do that. And I'm so proud of Caleb for stepping up in that situation and taking the shot, and I'm so glad that he made it.
Gerard ended up hitting a tough shot as well for Syracuse to send that to overtime, and then Carolina scored the first 8 points of overtime through the first 2 minutes or so, and then held the lead, held control of the rest of that overtime period. Coach, your team shot just 26.5% in the second half. Syracuse shot 50%. How did you survive? What else did you guys do well, even though the shots weren't going in at the rate that you would like in that second 20 minutes?
Well, going into the game, there were factors that would allow us to be successful other than making shots. Number one is second chance opportunities. Mm-hmm. We needed to beat them on the boards, and we did. We rebounding is a huge factor for us, and we knew that we can get second chance opportunities, and we knew on the defensive end that we wanted to limit them to one shot every possession. And so we rebounded extremely well. We can check that box. The other thing is we got into the penalty pretty early. Statistically, we're the best free throw shooting team in the ACC.
Correct.
So that's a benefit for us. And so if that's something that we need to use. And so our ability to attack the paint through post and penetration and not rely on shooting the ball from the outside, which I felt like we did too much in the first half, allowed us to get to the free throw line. And if we get to the free throw line, it has shown this year that we'll make them. And in a time where we weren't shooting the ball extremely well, second chance opportunities and getting to the free throw line allowed us to stay in the game and put us in a position to win.
Carolina out-rebounded Syracuse 44-30 in total, including 16 offensive rebounds. The second chance points total 18-6, Carolina in that category. The free throw totals, Carolina was +9 at the free throw line, including going 12 of 14 in the second half and in overtime. Just to tell you some of the things that Coach was talking about there that helped Carolina win the game. Coach, it was your final home game of the season. We'll talk about the seniors after this break, but just a tremendous crowd, and it feels like the Smith Center has been an advantage for you guys this season, and the crowd really was a big factor, it felt like, in this one.
No, it was on fire last night, and we felt the energy, we felt the support. The crowd, not only last night, but the entire season, has been nothing short of phenomenal. The support and the help from the fans, it has been such an encouragement to me as a coach, to our team and to our program. The student section has been there the entire season. They have been awesome. I mean, the crowd this year has been unbelievable, and I just wanted to thank them. I wanted to thank the student section. I wanted to thank all the fans for what they've done for me in my first year, what they've done for our program, what they've done for the kids. Our guys have talked about this a number of times about having that true Carolina experience. You know, RJ and Caleb and the sophomores, they didn't have it last year.
Yeah.
And so all last year, they only heard about it. Now they've experienced it, and they're talking about it. And the memories that they have running through that tunnel and playing in front of a packed house and the support of all the UNC fans, this is something that means a lot to them. It means a lot to us and our program. And our success this year, there's no way that we would have been as successful as we have been, especially at home, without the fans this year. They've been terrific.
Tar Heels finished the regular season 15-2 in the Smith Center this year and had more than 21,000 there last night for the game against Syracuse. All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to talk some about the three seniors that went through senior day in the matchup with Syracuse. Plus, we'll look back to the victory over NC State on Saturday in Raleigh as well. That's all still to come on the Hubert Davis Show from Learfield.
Doctor prescribes is exclusively yours to take as directed. Nobody else should be taking it. It's up to you to keep your medications secure and to safely dispose of any unused medications. Don't let anyone take what's yours. Your prescription, your responsibility. Be aware, don't share. Lock your meds.
Supported by NCDHHS, Division of Mental Health, Developmental Disabilities, and Substance Abuse Services. Visit lockyourmeds.org/NC.
Together, let's celebrate the big occasions and the little moments, the firsts and forevers. Let's celebrate others and celebrate ourselves, because every milestone matters, and we promise to be with you for every one of them. Shop Reed's Jewelers and Reeds.com to find the perfect gift to celebrate your life's moments. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments.
And we're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure you... Jim. Jim. We're on the air.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Well, can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
I need to try it first.
Whether it's 12 miles to the Pew.
At Smith Drugs of Forest City, we are continue to offer the COVID-19 rapid testing and the COVID-19 vaccinations. Please call our pharmacy at 828-245-4591 with any questions or concerns that you may have. You may also visit our website at smithsdrugsfc.com and schedule your COVID rapid 19 test or your vaccination. Again, if you have any questions, please call our pharmacy at 828-245-4591.
It's that time again, time to get the flu vaccines. And Smith Drugs in Forest City has the flu vaccinations available. Walk-ins Monday through Friday and Saturdays by appointment. And Smith Drug is asking all their Dream Station and System 1 CPAP customers to call if you need any help with registering your recalled devices. Just call the Home Medical Department for any help or with questions at 828-245-4591. And Smith Drugs has the Moderna and Pfizer initial shots and the boosters. They also have the flu vaccines at Smith Drugs of Forest City.
But let's go through our champions of the court, where we highlight some of the statistical champions for the Tar Heels. It's brought to you by UNC Health, dedicated to caring for champions of all kinds, help keep you in the game and at your very best. UNC Health, proud partner of Carolina Athletics. One game left in the regular season. Armando Bacot is Carolina's leading scorer at 16.5, leading rebounder at nearly 13 now. He's at 12.7 for the season. For Bacot, boy, these numbers are impressive. He has now tied Bryce Johnson with 23 double-doubles. That is the most in a single season in Carolina history. Johnson did it in 2016. Armando Bacot, with still a game left in the regular season, has tied him. Bacot has 24 games of double-digit rebounds. That is the most in Carolina basketball history. Bacot leads the ACC in offensive rebounding, defensive rebounding, total rebounding, double-doubles, and field goal percentage. If he ends up leading the conference in rebounding, field goal percentage, and double-doubles, and he definitely will in rebounding and double-doubles, he has such a wide margin. If he is able to lead in those three categories at the end of the year, this is the list he'll join of guys who have done that. Marvin Bagley of Duke in 2018, Wake Forest, Tim Duncan, 1997. Two players from Clemson, 1990, Dale Davis, Horace Grant in 87, and then Virginia's Ralph Sampson in 1983. Incredibly impressive company for Armando Bacot. Other scores in double figures for Carolina through the year: Love with 15.5, Brady Manic at better than 14, R.J. Davis at over 13 points per game. Love is Carolina's top man as far as assists with 111 and steals with 35. Bacot is the Tar Heel leader in block shots. He has 52 of those. Just other couple quick notes coming out of that game against Syracuse. Tar Heels now 2-0 in overtime this season. They finished 15-2 in the Smith Center. The 15 wins equal the fourth most in Carolina history. Tar Heels had 21 assists on 29 field goals in the game. The 21 assists tied the second most for the Tar Heels this season. All right, let's get back to Coach Davis. It's the Hubert Davis Show. Back on the Hubert Davis Show. It is March the 1st. Appreciate you joining us for the show today. And by the way, we're back in our regular Monday slot next week. At that point, we'll be talking about the regular season finale against Duke and looking ahead to the ACC tournament, which, by the way, with the win last night, Coach Tar Heels locked up a double bye. Still don't know the exact seed. Carolina can finish anywhere from 1 to 4, depending on what happens with the Tar Heels on Saturday and some other games. But I know not the ultimate goal, but certainly good to have that double bye. Don't have to play until the quarterfinal round of the tournament.
Very good goal.
Yeah.
It is, especially for us. These Saturday, Monday games has been hard, and there's, our starting five have logged significant minutes.
Yeah.
And, we've had a lot of injuries and changes. And so having the ability to get a little bit more rest is huge for us. And it's also a celebration. If you get a double bye, that means you've played well in conference. And, to look back, I know we still have one more game left at Duke, but to say that, we're going to end up having a winning record on the road. Last 12 games thus far, we've won 10 of them, so we've gotten better. And I've said before, this is the healthiest that I've felt like our team has been all season. I feel like we're settled. I feel like our togetherness is at an all-time best. And getting the double bye in the ACC tournament is a celebration of success that has happened this year. And I'm just very proud of the guys. That they deserve it. They've earned it. They've worked hard for it. That's not our end goal, but it's a good start.
And again, we won't know exactly where the Tar Heels are playing as far as their seeding or the time. That still all has to get hashed out, but we do know the Heels will not play until Thursday. That will be their first game in Brooklyn for the ACC tournament. Still could finish anywhere from 1-4, depending on some results through this week, and then Carolina's action on Saturday. I do want to talk about the seniors that went through Senior Day on Monday. We'll do that in our next segment, Coach. Here, I wanted to focus back on the matchup with State on Saturday, and kind of felt like that game in Raleigh followed a similar path as the one in Chapel Hill, in that your team jumped out to a really big lead early through some efficient shooting and high-quality play. Never really looked back. You led this game for 39 minutes and 45 seconds, so pretty much the entire game. Really efficient and impressive performance from your guys.
Yeah, it really was. You know, from an offensive standpoint, we really felt like we had an advantage down low on the post. You know, NC State doesn't have very much depth among their front court players, and we really felt like that we can get Armando in some good spots to be dominant down low on the post. And he did a terrific job of sealing, working hard, getting the position that he wanted, close to the basket, near the paint. And we got it to him at the perfect time, and he delivered. He was just dominant down low on the post. And we had guys that were able to shoot the ball extremely well from the outside. Against NC State, they're long and athletic. For them to have success, they have to create turnovers, allow them to get out in transition. And for the most part, we took care of the basketball, so that was good for us. And then I just thought our defense was really good. You know, it started off with Armando, his ability to protect the basket and the paint. Every time NC State got to the basket, Armando was there to block a shot or alter a shot. And Leaky did another unbelievable job on Sebron. He's a prolific scorer, loves to get to the rim. He's had a terrific season for NC State, and that's the second time that Leaky has done a really good job defensively on him and not putting him on the free throw line. And I thought Caleb's defense on Smith was really good. Smith is a very aggressive offensive player, extremely talented and quick, and I just thought he did a really good job making every one of his shots contested and difficult. And I was just really proud of RJ and Caleb and the wings, their willingness to understand from an offensive standpoint where our advantage was and to just continue to feed Armando down low on the post. That just established everything. And, what a surprise and a great surprise for Puff Johnson coming off the bench, getting extended minutes. And we've talked about giving every guy on the team an opportunity and a chance, and when you get that chance, your responsibility is to be ready, and Puff was ready. Not just defensively and taking care of the basketball, making hustle plays, something that he does every time he steps on the floor, but hitting big threes in the second half and had a career-high 16 points. It was exciting to see.
16 points, 5 rebounds, an assist, and a steal for Puff in those 29 minutes. Of course, the opportunity didn't come the way you necessarily wanted, with Leaky Black getting shaken up late in the first half. Fortunately, as we know, Leaky is okay and came back and played well against Syracuse. Coach talked about the advantage down low, 44 points in the paint for Carolina in this game, so certainly took advantage of that. And Coach, Armando Bacot in this game, 28 points, 18 rebounds, 5 blocks. Now, they didn't start officially recording blocks until the mid-1970s, so certainly Lenny Rosenbluth or Pete Brennan or Billy Cunningham may have done this and it wasn't officially counted. But he was the first Tar Heel ever to have 20 or more points, 10 or more rebounds, and 5 or more blocks in a game, ever. And when you do something for the first time ever for Carolina basketball, that's
pretty good.
That's saying something.
It is. Well, it seems like every week he's doing something, and it's like this is the first time in a long time or ever. That's the type of season that Armando is having, and that's why, I there's a number of really talented players throughout the ACC that have had fantastic seasons. My opinion, and I just feel that Armando's had the most dominant and most consistent ACC season of any player in our conference, and it's a no-brainer for him to be ACC Player of the Year. I mean, you think about his consistency and his dominance in terms of rebounding the basketball and really being our lone big guy to be able to score consistently down low on the paint. Defenses are geared to stop him and keep him off the boards, and for him consistently every night to step up for us on both ends of the floor is why I believe he should be ACC Player of the Year.
I want to fix that stat. It was the first Tar Heel ever with 20 points, 15 rebounds, or 5 blocks in a game. So first time ever that has happened for the Tar Heels. An impressive night for Armando, which, by the way, he then followed up with yet another double-double, 17 and 18 against Syracuse.
He's tied Bryce.
That's right, tied with Bryce Johnson. Now 23 double-doubles on the year, and not taking anything away from Bryce Johnson's year in 2016. That was incredible. But, of course, Carolina played all the way to the national championship game that season. Armando has tied that total, and not even through the regular season just yet. So that should tell you about the kind of year Armando has had to this point. We're going to take a timeout, come back. As I've promised, we'll talk a little bit about those seniors, Ryan McAdoo, Brady Manic, Leaky Black, who went through senior night on Monday in Chapel Hill. That's when we return to the Hubert Davis Show from Learfield.
Together, let's celebrate the big occasions and the little moments, the firsts and forevers. Let's celebrate others and celebrate ourselves, because every milestone matters, and we promise to be with you for every one of them. Shop Reed's Jewelers and Reeds.com to find the perfect gift to celebrate your life's moments. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments.
Hey, psst, yeah, you want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl, suspiciously low-priced groceries.
From star athletes to super fans, UNC Health is dedicated to caring for champions of all kinds. For you, the latest advancements in our greatest expertise are always in play to deliver personalized care with the utmost compassion. It's the kind of care that keeps champions like you and your family in the game when it matters the most. See our lineup at unchealthcare.org/sports.
This is Jones Angel, voice of the Tar Heels. And as a parent, I know nothing is more important than the safety of our children. More than 22% of teen-involved crashes per year in North Carolina are the result of distracted driving. Help protect our teenage drivers by ensuring they practice safe driving habits and avoid distracted driving. Always encourage your teens to put down the phone while driving and lead by example. Let's have a hands-free NC. Brought to you by Trusted Choice Independent Insurance Agents of North Carolina. Learn more at trustedchoice.com/Go Heels.
Welcome back, Tar Heels. As North Carolina goes back to school, work, and play, let Janney King ensure your facility is properly clean and disinfected for your employees, students, and customers. For schools, food services, hospitals, and office buildings, call Janney King of Raleigh-Durham at 919-852-1555. That's 919-852-1555. Or go to JanneyKingRDU.com. Janney King, the king of clean.
Back on the Hubert Davis Show, my name is Jones Angel. Appreciate you being with us. We're here all the way until 8 o'clock tonight talking Tar Heel basketball with the head coach of the Heels. And, Coach, Monday's senior night in Chapel Hill, you honored 3 seniors. Just want to give you an opportunity to mention all 3 of these guys. Kind of different amounts of times for their tenures with Carolina, but all these guys have played an important role. And let's start with Ryan McAdoo.
Yeah, first of all, before the game, we didn't have, because of COVID, senior night last year. And, we have 2 freshmen and then we've got transfers. And one of the things that I expressed to the team before the game was that senior night is significant in this program and it's serious business. And that it is our responsibility to play as hard as we can, not just for ourselves and for our team and our program, but to send out our seniors the right way. And that when, Leaky and Brady and Ryan have good memories leaving the Smith Center floor for the last time in a home game. And I gave them a personal story of, in my time here at Carolina, I had very few regrets. And one of the regrets that I had was that my freshman year that we lost on Coach Jeff Lebo's senior night. We were playing against Duke for the regular season title, and we had lost. And I don't think I played in the game. I didn't get very many minutes my freshman year, but I felt a responsibility to do my part in order to send Coach Lebo, Jeff, out the right way. And I know, a week later we ended up beating Duke in the ACC final in Atlanta, and so that felt great. But I still remember the feelings and the look on Jeff's face and how disappointed he looked and how disappointed we all felt that we couldn't give that to him. And I shared that with them just to get them to understand that this is something that you'll remember for the rest of your life. And so I think it resonated with them, and I think it helped them put into perspective of how important last night was to play well for our seniors. And so, you mentioned Ryan, and I really haven't seen anybody improve as much as he has since the time he's got here. His ability and his willingness every day to show up and give this program and this team his best is a huge determining factor for us being successful. And I'm so proud to have another McAdoo on the Carolina floor and to be able to celebrate another McAdoo. And I was really excited to put him in the starting lineup last night and for him to be out there on the floor.
Of course, his dad, Bob, an all-time great, not just at Carolina, just in the game of basketball, one of the best to ever do it. Coach, we've talked about Brady Manic a lot through the year. He's played a big role on your team and had a terrific career at Oklahoma. But, man, it feels like he's been a Tar Heel forever, even though he's been here just one season.
He is a Tar Heel, and, we've spoken to his parents. I just can't believe 11 months ago we had never spoken, we have never met. And then I just can't imagine a time where Brady and his family are not a part of my life. It's just been that. When you think about getting a transfer and you think about, okay, this is the best scenario and this is the worst scenario, you can't have a better best scenario than what has happened with Brady. And I got choked up before the game because Brady took a chance on me. Not only did he go to Oklahoma, he's lived in Oklahoma his entire life. And for him to trust me and to take a chance on a first-year coach and move to North Carolina and to be a part of this program in 11 months, so much so that nobody can even remember him playing anywhere else than this place, it says a lot about not just his play, about his personality, who he is. Chapel Hill has wrapped their arms around him. He has loved it. He's had a great experience, and I can't think of a better player that I could coach. I've said it a number of times. The only unfortunate part for me is I only get to coach him 1 year. That's just, I wish we can find a double COVID year so that I can coach him, because it's not just about basketball. I just enjoy being around him. I'm so thankful that he trusted us and that he has blessed us with 1 year here as a Carolina Tar Heel.
And then finally, Coach Leaky Black has been not just with the Tar Heels for his entire career, but he's been a significant contributor, been starting since his sophomore season. He's played a lot of basketball for the Tar Heels, and it's pretty clear if you've watched him that he is playing his best basketball as a Tar Heel right now.
He really is. He came in, as a freshman with Nasir and Kobe, and we were pretty good that year. Yeah. And then the next couple years we struggled a little bit, and then now he's a senior, and so he's being able to see this program from a number of different angles. And I think that's one of the things that has really driven Leaky this season, is to have those memories and have those stories and testimonies playing big minutes that he had his freshman year where he had limited minutes. And you're right, Leaky is playing his best basketball. He's always had ability and talent to be one of the best defenders in the country. He's always had the ability and talent with his length and athleticism to be a factor on the offensive end. And one of the things that I love about college is it's the progression part, and everybody is different. Mm-hmm. Some guys it comes freshman year, some guys sophomore, junior. Sometimes it takes 4 years. And, here in the senior season, I just feel like for the first time, Leaky is settled. He knows who he is. He accepts who he is out there on the floor, and he does it extremely well consistently every time he steps out there for us. He's defensively, I've said before, I think he's ACC Defensive Player of the Year. You can look at the stats and just, the job that he's done on the Georgia Tech wings, Sebron from NC State twice, and DeVoe twice. I think he's guarded Paulo the best all season, and
Buddy Boeheim
last night. And so, and then in combination, he's the only guy on our team that, RJ's now shooting 40%, but he has the highest three-point shooting percentage on our team. He has the best assist-to-turnover ratio on our team, and he's more settled on the offensive end. And so, what a great time for him to have his best season. We've needed it, and it's just been really exciting to see.
Coach, we're going to start getting to some questions after this commercial break, but we did receive a bunch of questions about Senior Day. And, of course, Carolina's had senior speeches the last several years, decided not to do it this year, although there were prepackaged stuff from the seniors talking to the crowd, and just people wondering why that was the decision you guys made to go a little different direction.
Well, one of the seniors did not want to do senior speeches, not because he didn't want to do a senior speech. He just didn't feel comfortable and doesn't like to do public speaking. Mm-hmm. And so in terms of not to single him out and have other people speak, and people ask, how come you didn't speak? Right. We just felt like that we should just not have everybody speak. And then the other two seniors weren't really enthusiastic about doing stuff. And I said before, the press conference when I took the job, that the foundation of this program would never change while I'm here, and that's why Ryan started. That's been a foundation piece of Carolina basketball, and those things will never go while I'm here. But I've also said that I want to continue to do the foundation pieces set by Coach Smith, Coach Guthridge, and Coach Williams, but I've got to be able to do it in my own shoes with my own personality. And so, the celebration for the seniors, I wanted to do it with my own personality. And so, in the same way that Coach Williams wanted to do it his way, and the same way that Coach Smith and Coach Guthridge. When I was here at Carolina, we never did senior speeches. Our senior speeches were at the team banquet at the end of the season. And so that was a reasoning not to have the seniors speak after the game against Syracuse last night.
Tar Heels, though, of course, happy after the game as they get that win over Syracuse. And Carolina now almost finished through the regular season, gets win number 22 on the year, now 22-8, 14-5 in ACC play. All right, we're going to take time out, get to some more questions for Coach when we return. Hubert Davis Show from Learfield.
It's bow time. Tick, tick, boom. Like a powder keg in your mouth. Southbound, scratch made. Not in a microwave oven, but an oven. Biscuits baked 49 steps fluffy. Chicken marinated 12 hours bold. Iced tea steeped 12 minutes lazy as a porch swing. Now you're talking sweet, easy Southern style. Because when it comes to down-home cooking, it's not our first rodeo. Feed the whole family with a Big Bow Box Supremes meal. It's bow time.
Great teams require a mix of solid fundamentals and that little something special. You'll find that winning combination with UNC basketball and at Refuel Markets. You can count on Refuel for those last-minute needs like snacks and drinks. And you'll also find our bean-to-cup coffees to turn an ordinary day into something special. As an official sponsor of UNC basketball, we hope you'll visit any of our locations throughout the Triangle to enjoy a unique experience before you cheer on the Tar Heels to victory.
Hey Carolina family, this is Athletic Director Bubba Cunningham. As official sponsor of Carolina Athletics, Wells Fargo understands being a Tar Heel means there's no off-season. With the Wells Fargo Tar Heels debit card, you can show off your Carolina pride no matter where you are. It's your colors, your team, your card. Visit wellsfargo.com and search Card Design Studio to learn more.
Copyright 2021 Wells Fargo Bank N.A. All rights reserved.
Quality, affordable, dependable. The characteristics that have built the foundation for B&T Heating and Air Conditioning since opening its doors in 1988. B&T Heating and Air Conditioning is proud to serve communities across the Raleigh-Durham area from right here in Chapel Hill to anywhere in between. To schedule your HVAC tune-up or service appointment, visit their website, www.bntheatingandair.com. B&T Heating and Air Conditioning, family owned and doing it right the first time, every time.
Harris Teeter has partnered with UNC, NC State, Wake Forest, and Duke to bring you the Big Four Grocery Assist Sweepstakes. Each week a contestant is chosen, and they win $5 in free groceries for every assist by a Big Four school that week. Plus, one grand prize winner will be selected for the Big Four VIP shoot-around prize package. Invite up to 20 friends and family for a private scrimmage at the Big Four school of your choice. Visit harristeeter.com and look for the Grocery Assist Sweepstakes section to enter. Harris Teeter, where Tar Heel fans love to shop.
You know, there is a lot of misleading information about Medicaid eligibility. The Arledge Law Firm would like for you to know the truth. For instance, if you need a nursing home, Medicaid will take your home. That's not true. Another one is, if you transfer assets, you have to wait 60 months to qualify. Again, not true. And this big one, if you're already in a nursing home, it's too late to protect your assets. Not true, not true, not true. Call attorneys Gerald N. Willis, Kent Baldwin, or Martin Gerard at the Arledge Law Firm and get free consultation and learn the truth. It's more likely than you think that you may qualify for nursing home care and not lose everything you own. It's worth a call to Arledge Law Firm at 287-3338, located on East Court Street in Rutherfordton.
There are so many insurance agencies here and there, but to find a dependable agency that you can trust, that would be Maxwell B. Hamrick Insurance Agency. They are your full-service agency offering auto, business, homeowners, health, and life. Maxwell B. Hamrick is an independent insurance agent. Call them today at 286-2384. They care about their customers, and it shows. They're located at 119 Huntley Street in Spindale. Maxwell B. Hamrick Insurance Agency, serving one satisfied customer at a time. For all your pharmacy needs, choose the Medicine Box of Forest City. Pharmacist Sheila Sheehan provides excellent care and pharmacy assistance for Medicare prescription cards. The Medicine Box is your home medical equipment provider, offering wheelchairs, walkers, nebulizers, and diabetic supplies. They also will direct bill Medicare for all your home medical needs. Call 245-1696. The Medicine Box on Broadway in Forest City, your local hometown pharmacy. Curbside service is available.
Nobody gets a better deal than the customers at Sisk Family Ford. They have a proven record of the best deals. Sisk Family Ford, Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealer, has recently been recognized as the #1 Ford dealer in customer satisfaction in the Southeast. That speaks well of their commitment to serve their customers well. Look for all the new design 2021 F-150 at Rutherford County's only locally owned new car dealership. That's Sisk Family Ford, Oak Street, Forest City.
WCAB, WCAB, WCAB.
Last season from three, Brady Manic is shooting a career best, 39% from three-point range. Coach mentioned Armando Baycott. He's at 58.5% from the field. And those free throws that we talked about earlier. Carolina.
And Leakey shooting over 40%.
Correct.
Three. That's the first time he's been anywhere close to that throughout his entire career.
And those free throws that Coach talked about earlier, Carolina currently has its best free throw percentage since 1984 as a team, and it's 10 percentage points better than it was last season from the free throw line. So significant improvement there in those areas. Coach, I tell you what, we're a little low on time. Let me take another break. We'll come back. I've got Gil's other question that I want to talk about and a lot more when we come back to the Hubert Davis Show from Learfield.
Together, let's celebrate the big occasions and the little moments, the firsts and forevers. Let's celebrate others and celebrate ourselves, because every milestone matters, and we promise to be with you for every one of them. Shop Reed's Jewelers and Reeds.com to find the perfect gift to celebrate your life's moments. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments.
And we're back with breaking news. Coke Zero Sugar might be the best Coke ever.
That's right, Jim. Coke Zero Sugar is a must-try for any Coke fan, so make sure you... Jim. Jim. We're on the air.
Ooh, yes, this tastes like the best Coke ever to me. Your thoughts, Jen?
Well, can I have a sip?
Jen, we're in the middle of reporting the news.
I need to try it first.
Hey, psst. Yeah, you. You want to buy some low-priced groceries? Just follow me into this well-lit Lidl grocery store. Here at Lidl, we buy in bulk and cut down on costs wherever possible. Then we pass the savings on to you. Trust me, everything's done totally legit and above board. Nothing to be worried about. Yep, Lidl's pretty great. It's just your run-of-the-mill grocery store, except with way lower prices. Lidl. Suspiciously low-priced groceries.
The Rams Club and the Iron Dukes are facing off again to see which fan base can raise the most support for their student athletes in the Our Blue is Best Challenge. The Rams Club is offering daily giveaways for anyone who joins before March 5th. Rams Club memberships start at just $100 annually or $25 for UNC students. Current members can give to the Our Blue is Best Challenge or encourage friends and family to join. For more info on how to participate, visit ramsclub.com/ourblueisbest. Let's prove Carolina Blue is the best blue. Go Heels!
The perfect tailgate. All you need are your friends and the 2021 Ford F-150 with the available Pro Power onboard. It's like a mobile generator to power your tailgate all game long. It's this tradition of toughness and innovation that's made Ford F-Series America's best-selling truck 44 years straight and counting. Make your game day traditions bigger and better season after season. Check out the 2021 Ford F-150 at your Carolina Ford dealer. Based on 1977 through 2020 calendar year total sales.
Welcome back to the Hubert Davis Show. A little low on time. We're going to need to get right back to a commercial break. Come back, and then Coach Davis will answer a few more questions. Plus, we'll get to previewing the matchup with the Blue Devils. But quick reminder that you can rep your school in the Level Next Rocket League Spring Showcase. Compete to take home the championship and part of $125,000 prize pool. Like this opportunity, food is too good to be wasted. And with Hellman's, you can save more and waste less. Registration closes March 27th. You can sign up now at levelnextesports.com. That's levelnextesports.com. Okay, let's head back to the commercial break. On the other side, Coach Davis answers some more questions, and we'll preview the matchup with the Blue Devils. All coming your way on the Hubert Davis Show from Learfield.
From star athletes to super fans, UNC Health is dedicated to caring for champions of all kinds. For you, the latest advancements in our greatest expertise are always in play to deliver personalized care with the utmost compassion. It's the kind of care that keeps champions like you and your family in the game when it matters the most. See our lineup at unchealthcare.org/sports.
The Rams Club and the Iron Dukes are facing off again to see which fan base can raise the most support for their student athletes in the Our Blue is Best Challenge. The Rams Club is offering daily giveaways for anyone who joins before March 5th. Rams Club memberships start at just $100 annually or $25 for UNC students. Current members can give to the Our Blue is Best Challenge or encourage friends and family to join. For more info on how to participate, visit ramsclub.com/ourblueisbest. Let's prove Carolina Blue is the best blue. Go Heels!
Together, let's celebrate the big occasions and the little moments, the firsts and forevers. Let's celebrate others and celebrate ourselves, because every milestone matters, and we promise to be with you for every one of them. Shop Reed's Jewelers and Reeds.com to find the perfect gift to celebrate your life's moments. Reed's Jewelers, trusted with life's moments.
perfect tailgate. All you need are your friends and the 2021 Ford F-150 with the available Pro Power onboard. It's like a mobile generator to power your tailgate all game long. It's this tradition of toughness and innovation that's made Ford F-Series America's best-selling truck 44 years straight and counting. Make your game day traditions bigger and better season after season. Check out the 2021 Ford F-150 at your Carolina Ford dealer. Based on 1977 through 2020 calendar year total sales.
Texting while driving takes your eyes off the road for an average of...
Wayne Hunt with Insurance Service Associates, wanting to let you know that we have moved. Our new office is located at 245 East Main Street in Forest City. Come see us for auto, home, or your commercial insurance needs. Also come see me, Dwayne Hunt, for your Medicare supplements, Medicare Advantage, or prescription drug plans. See us at Insurance Service Associates, now located at 245 East Main Street in Forest City, or call 828-245-5301.
At Smith Drugs of Forest City, we are continue to offer the COVID-19 rapid testing and the COVID-19 vaccinations. Please call our pharmacy at 828-245-4591 with any questions or concerns that you may have. You may also visit our website at smithsdrugsfc.com and schedule your COVID rapid-19 test or your vaccination. Again, if you have any questions, please call our pharmacy at 828-245-4591.
It's that time again, time to get the flu vaccines. And Smith Drugs in Forest City has the flu vaccinations available. Walk-ins Monday through Friday and Saturdays by appointment. And Smith Drug is asking all their Dream Station and System 1 CPAP customers to call if you need any help with registering your recall devices. Just call the Home Medical Department for any help or with questions at 828-245-4591. And Smith Drugs has the Moderna and Pfizer initial shots and the boosters. They also have the flu vaccines at Smith Drugs of Forest City.
There. All right, let's get back to our conversation with Coach Davis. It's the Hubert Davis Show. Back on the Hubert Davis Show, we still have to preview that upcoming matchup with Duke on Saturday, but wanted to get to a few more questions for Coach before we got out of here today. And, Coach, we mentioned Gil, who had our refuel question of the night, talking about the improved field goal percentage. He had another question that he sent in about rivalry games, and, of course, big one coming up on Saturday. Wanted to know, do you change your approach at all on a rivalry week, or do things try to stay the exact same for you no matter who you're playing?
No, everything stays the exact same way. I mean, obviously there's, added significance in playing Duke and NC State. We always play them twice a year, and, those are local competitors that are always good and extremely challenging, but we don't change anything. Our preparation, our practice is the same, and our goal to play the best that we can play on both ends of the floor the entire game is the same approach.
Question from Angelo, Coach. He sent this one in via email about driving to the basket, and you always talk about the importance of penetration. Angelo's question was about trying to find that balance of penetrating but not getting too deep and not getting into trouble underneath or drawing a charge or something like that. How you try and find that balance of getting the penetration but not getting yourself in trouble.
Well, it's not necessarily penetrating and you have in your mind not to get in trouble. I think you're going to get in trouble if you're driving to the basket thinking about, I don't want to make a mistake. I don't want to, take a charge. And so one of the things that we talk about with our guys is having the ability when you get into the paint to be able to understand when to pass and shoot. And that's something that we work on practice daily, about attacking the basket and reading the defense and allowing that to dictate whether we shoot the ball, whether we pass, and the different types of shots that we do. I remember when I was here at Carolina, Coach Smith and Coach Guthridge made me go through a drill every practice my junior and senior year. I had trouble with that. When I went into the lane, the only thing I thought about was shoot. And they said, you've got to understand when to shoot and when to pass. And so we used to do a 5-minute drill every day, just practicing and getting used to making decisions in those particular situations. And that 5 minutes every day before practice helped me feel really comfortable about making decisions, and that's what we do with our players every day at practice.
I remember Coach Williams always used to say he did not like little runners or floaters in the lane. He said Justin Jackson he was okay with, but a lot of other players he didn't like. Do you Are you okay with that kind of shot?
I'm okay with floaters, and the reason being is I don't know where I would be, particularly in the NBA, without a floater. I wasn't one of those guys that can get into the lane and dunk on everybody, and so in order for me to be effective, I had to shoot floaters. There's floaters that are more dangerous than others, in terms of going straight up and coming back straight down, so you don't charge and jumping off of 2 feet as opposed to coming off 1. But I think it's a great shot. I just want those shots practiced in practice. I think the thing where Coach Williams didn't like is he was seeing shots that he didn't see practiced before or after practice, or even shot during practice. And so I think the floater is a very effective shot, but it's an effective shot if you've worked on it in practice before and after practice, and our guys have done that.
All right, we're going to take our last break, come back, look ahead to the matchup on Saturday against the Blue Devils. That's when we return to wrap up the Hubert Davis Show from Learfield.
Bricks Wood-Fired Pizza and Craft Bar invites you and your crew to relax and reconnect over a delicious Bricks fix. With 24 craft drafts on tap, 24 gourmet pizzas, wood-fired wings, and more, we're ready to serve you craveable wood-fired fare for lunch, dinner, or a late night. And our ingredients? Only the best to serve the best. The base of our menu is handcrafted in-house daily, and we offer tasty, gluten-free, vegetarian, and vegan options. No one's ever benched at Bricks. Travel to one of Bricks' 5 Triangle area locations or visit brickspizza.com today.
Whether it's 12 miles to the Pee Wee football comeback of a lifetime, 80 miles to your first hole-in-one, or more like 8 shots to the first hole. Whether it's 240 back road miles to sleeping under the stars, or just a few blocks to the grocery store, Marathon has the fuel to keep your engine running at peak performance. Because you never know where life is going to take you. For quality fuel through every mile, fill up at Marathon.
Hey Carolina family, this is Athletic Director Bubba Cunningham. As official sponsor of Carolina Athletics, Wells Fargo understands being a Tar Heel means there's no off-season. With the Wells Fargo Tar Heels debit card, you can show off your Carolina pride no matter where you are. It's your colors, your team, your card. Visit wellsfargo.com and search Card Design Studio to learn more.
Copyright 2021 Wells Fargo Bank N.A. All rights reserved. Ready to get back in the game? Great news! The movement experts at Breakthrough Physical Therapy can help you find relief and results and keep you off the sidelines. With over 20 convenient locations across North and South Carolina, contact Breakthrough Physical Therapy today at www.breakthrough-pt.com to see a physical therapist. Breakthrough Physical Therapy, a proud partner of Carolina Athletics and trusted choice for keeping Tar Heel fans in the game.
Quality, affordable, dependable. The characteristics that have built the foundation for B&T Heating and Air Conditioning since opening its doors in 1988. B&T Heating and Air Conditioning is proud to serve communities across the Raleigh-Durham area from right here in Chapel Hill to anywhere in between. To schedule your HVAC tune-up or service appointment, visit their website, www.bntheatingandair.com. B&T Heating and Air Conditioning, family-owned and doing it right the first time, every time.
This is Dwayne Hunt with Insurance Service Associates, wanting to let you know that we have moved.
The Tar Heels in Durham to face Duke. We'll be on the air at 5 o'clock. Game tips a little bit after 6 p.m. Coach Blue Devils controlled the first meeting between these first two. I know that's something you and your team would like to turn around on Saturday evening.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting. I know there's, and I said this before, a celebration and festivities, but we're traveling over to Durham for a game.
Yeah.
And we didn't play well the first matchup against Duke. We didn't play well on both ends of the floor, and you have to congratulate them and give them credit for them playing really good basketball against us. They're a very talented basketball team, obviously extremely well coached, and to compete against teams like that, you have to be playing your best, and we didn't play our best. I feel like we're playing our best basketball of the year right now, and we're really excited about the challenge of going over to Durham on Saturday and competing.
Such a challenging defensive matchup, not just for you guys, for anybody. They just feel like they're such a difficult team to guard.
They are difficult. They have skilled players, and they're athletic, and they're big. And, you know, they've got guys that even with the hand in their face, they can create and make shots consistently on the offensive end. We propose a matchup problem as well. We've got some guys that can really shoot the basketball, create shots, and Armando has been, as I said, the most dominant and most consistent player in our conference this season, and we have to play our best basketball game on Saturday. We are prepared to do that. We're excited for the challenge to be able to do that, and we can't wait for Saturday to come.
Remember, a big part of that first game, Armando Baycott got in foul trouble very early in that first game in Chapel Hill. Be something to keep an eye on coming up on Saturday in Durham. Coach, great to see you as always. Yeah. Congratulations on the terrific week, and look forward to talking with you again soon.
Thanks a lot, Jones. I really appreciate it.
All right, reminder, we're back on Monday next week. Our normal time slot, be there with you on Monday at 7 o'clock. That matchup in Durham at 6 o'clock on Saturday. We'll be on the air at 5 p.m. This has been another edition of the Hubert Davis Show from Learfield.
You've been listening to the Hubert Davis Show. Tonight's show has been brought to you by Wells Fargo, official retail bank sponsor of Carolina Athletics. UNC Health, proud sponsor of Carolina Athletics. And by Coca-Cola Zero Sugar. With zero sugar and now even more delicious. Is the new Coca-Cola Zero Sugar the best Coke ever? Find out for yourself.
More music, WC.